Genie 2 is the next generation Genie server. It is our first headless server, meaning that instead of a direct connection to a TV, the Genie 2 provides service only via clients. The Genie 2 requires a D-swim or reverse band LNB. It uses the EPS-17 power supply. It has a built-in swim power inserter and a Gen 2 wireless video bridge. It is compatible with all wireless video bridges, Genie clients, and DirecTV-ready RVU clients. It has a 2 TB hard drive. It has a swim 21-volt power inserter and a Gen 2 wireless video bridge built in. It uses a pre-installed SIM card instead of an access card. This powerhouse occupies 11 tuners plus a network tuner when installed using the required reverse band LNB on residential installs that don't have an international dish. It can support up to 8 clients with up to 7 simultaneous streaming or recording slots. But if the customer has a C51 or earlier client, they will only be able to have 5 active clients running at once. Customers can enjoy 2 simultaneous 4K streams and a single mobile client stream. Genie 2 headless server technology requires a different approach to placement from previous Genie and HX2X receivers. During your indoor site survey with the customer, determine the location of the internet connection and all televisions. Rather than place the Genie 2 next to a television, optimal placement is usually near the router or gateway. This allows for an easier internet connection by plugging an Ethernet connection directly into the Genie 2's Ethernet port. If you are unable to position the Genie 2 near the router, you can establish connection using a broadband DECA to introduce internet into the MoCA network, or use the Genie 2's built-in wireless capability. In order to reduce signal saturation, you'll want to place the Genie 2 no closer than 4 feet from any other wireless devices, like the customer's router or a DirecTV wireless Genie Mini client. The Genie 2 must stand upright and remain cool. An OSD will display if it gets too warm or falls over. In upgrade scenarios, it's important to identify, power off, and remove all existing external wireless video bridges from the network before activating the Genie 2. While the EPS-44 power supply looks almost identical to the Genie 2's EPS-17, it has a different pin configuration and will not work in a Genie 2 installation. If you will be directly connecting the Genie 2 to the internet via Ethernet, make the connection before you power up the Genie 2. If you're going to connect via Wi-Fi, that will happen after you've connected at least one client. At the Genie 2 location, test the unswitched electrical outlet that you intend to use. Then connect the EPS-17 power supply and plug it in. During the initial boot-up sequence, the status light is off. It then turns solid white, indicating that the Genie 2 is ready for software download. Press the Add Client button on the top of the Genie 2 to begin. During download, the status light flashes white. This may last up to 10 minutes. When the download completes, the Genie 2 will reboot, and the status light will turn white for 5 seconds, then flash green for 3 to 4 minutes. When boot-up is complete, the wireless LED will turn solid green, and the Add Client button will flash green. This indicates that the system is ready for clients to be connected. Connect the client to a TV, then connect the power supply and plug it in. For clients that were previously connected to other wireless video bridges, on the Reset Connection screen, using your remote, press 9876. Once powered, the Connected to Video Bridge screen will display. Signal strength good? Select Connect Now. Fair or poor? Try another location. For situations where a client is out of range of the Genie 2, the first solution is to move the Genie 2 to a location that can provide better service to all wireless clients. If that is not feasible, you can add an external wireless video bridge following existing procedure. Connect the client to a MoCA network, then to a TV. Plug in the power source and activate the client. If the customer has a DirecTV-ready 4K TV, connect it to the MoCA network using a DECA. Connect the DECA to the MoCA network, then to a TV. Plug in the power source and activate the client. If the Genie 2 encounters issues during setup, you may see some other status lights. Flashing red indicates that a system error has been detected and that the Genie 2 is trying to resolve it. If the status light turns solid red, the system error is unresolved. A solid yellow light can have several meanings. It could mean that the Genie 2 is unable to detect the dish or auto-configure. You will need to manually configure the dish or switch type to proceed. Solid yellow may also indicate that IV has failed. Troubleshoot IV failure following existing practice. And finally, a solid yellow light could indicate an error during program guide download. If the Genie 2 encounters issues during setup, you may see some other status lights. If you need to troubleshoot prior to pairing any clients, the Genie 2 status screens can be seen via the installer app on your handheld. For more information about using the app, please consult UNO or the doc. Adding or replacing clients on the Genie 2 is different from earlier models. The Genie 2 supports full client tracking, which compares specific client information like the MAC address and serial number against what's on the customer's account to make sure it matches. This means when adding or replacing clients, full client tracking doesn't require a server PIN. Once all clients are connected, this screen will display on all client-connected TVs. Follow the on-screen instructions. Choose Add a new location or replace a location as appropriate. This is important for correctly identifying what equipment the customer has in their home. The guided Setup Complete screen will display once the client has been added. You'll find the completion code in the bottom left corner. After the first client is added, the status light will change to solid green. Repeat this process at all client locations until all clients have been added. Once you've added all clients, stop the Genie 2 from looking for clients by navigating this menu path via a DirecTV remote at any client location. Menu, Settings, Whole Home, Manage Clients, Stop Looking. Once you've installed the Genie 2 a few times, you'll appreciate how quick and easy it can be. Pay careful attention to your training and take advantage of support information on UNO or the doc, and you'll soon be an expert with this new leading-edge entertainment Goliath, the Genie 2.